Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Automachef. So, what is Automachef? Well, it is it's not even early access yet. This is an early beta build. It is essentially Factorio with food. Yes, our job, our task here, is to create a kitchen that can produce a myriad of dishes on demand as efficiently as possible, but without any human labor. That's the challenge. It's all machine parts that you got to arrange it. So you got to set up these kitchens, these automated kitchens, to produce the food as efficiently as possible. And not just physically efficiently. You need to keep an eye on your power, on the number of ingredients used, make sure you don't screw up any of the dishes. It's interesting. And I've been given an early key by the developers. Thank you very much. So I figured let's dive into it. So we're going to go into, there is a full-fledged campaign mode, and I could go into that, but I think it's a little tutorial-y in the beginning, and I'll be your tutorial. So, you know what, let's dive into contracts mode. This one is a little bit more interesting, because it kind of allows you to sort of buy your own progression as you go on here. So as for our thing here, I think some of you may get this reference. Okumura Foods. There we go. Now then, so what we have here, the way this particular mode works, and again, this is a completely separate mode from the campaign, but essentially what it is it starts you off with a company. You start with a certain amount of money. You can use that money to buy machines or upgrades for your machines. And then you can execute contracts to try to build these kitchens designed for your clients, and then you get paid based on how efficiently you do that. So we have a couple of tools at our disposal here. We've got our ingredient dispensers. We have just a regular one. We can invest in a high-speed dispenser that can spit out ingredients a bit faster. For transportation, we got all kinds of belt options here, conveyor belts, splitters, whatnot. I don't think we need to get quite this advanced. Transformation, this is basically cooking our stuff. We've got food processors, the fryer, the griller, and we can get into the conveyor grill and the convection fryer, but again, that's a little advanced for what we need right now. We don't need the assembly machines just yet, or storages just yet. Most of the stuff we can get away with pretty, in fact, we can just take. Let's see what our contracts are up for offer. So these are all randomly generated contracts that determine basically what kind of dishes you need to make and what are the parameters they're asking you to think. So Heartburns wants us. Looks like they got two different chicken dishes here. Let's not deal with chicken just yet, because yes, that does have salmonella that you have to worry about. Let's see. Oh god, the Heartstopper? I don't know if we should dive into the Heartstopper just yet. Alright, this is a little bit better, I think. We're gonna need a packager for this beast. Why couldn't I get an easier one? This one actually seems to be the most innocent one. So let's dive into this one. Now, your difficulty is basically there's an efficiency target, and the efficiency sort of calculates all the things that you do that go into producing your stuff, and how efficiently you produce everything kind of factors into that. But you can set yourself a higher target to give yourself a bigger efficiency bonus, but you need a 70% to beat the level. We also get a fair amount of payment, but every machine that we use, basically we have to buy those machines. So we want to do it with as few machines as possible so we can reap the biggest windfall. So let's accept that contract. Alright, we got a 15K advanced payment. Now I'm pretty sure once we go, oops. I'm pretty sure once we get into this, it'll tell me if I need any additional machines. So we need to use 1200 watt-hours electrical energy or less. We have to use 202 ingredients or fewer. And there's going to be a plain hot dog craze where a whole bunch of people are going to order this at once. And we need to be ready for that. Right then, so let's take a look at our recipe. So, oh, this isn't chicken at all. This is bacon fries. Well, we can do bacon fries. That's easy enough. Ah, but this is the chicken. Fried chicken. Fair enough. But it's still just simple stuff here. We are going to have to still be wary of contamination. And then the plain hot dog is super easy. One rod hot dog, cook it, slap it on a bun, boom, plain hot dog. So I think we can handle these. Bacon fries probably the toughest of the bunch, but even then I'm not too... breaded chicken pieces? Oh, I see. We put those into a combiner and then we fry them. Got it. Okay, I think we can handle that. Alright, so we have a somewhat smaller kitchen to work with here. So, and yeah, space is a consideration as well. So let's do these one at a time. Let's knock out the super easy one first, the plain hot dog. All we need to do is get a dog, cook it, and stick a bun on it. Now, that is going to need an assembler here, because this is what takes all of those things together. And hang on, I got to turn some of the sound effects down here, folks. Those planes, though. So these assemblers are what put them all together. So let's stick the hot dog over here. Like right about here-ish. That's better. Now, I'm trying to think of ways to save on stuff here. So like, for example, bacon strips to crispy bacon strips. This requires a grill to fry the bacon, but we also need a grill to fry the hot dog. Grills take a lot of electricity, a lot of electricity. So we don't want to spam them. I mean, you can put as many grills as you want, but every grill is going to cost you money, and it's going to suck up electricity. So it behooves you to make multiple use of the same part. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to stick a grill like right here. Yeah. And then, this is going to be a tight fit here. We're going to do the assembler for our bacon fries here. Now, we've got other stuff that we're going to need to put in here. Alright, so... Wait, no, there's no way for you to get up north. Never mind. Alright. We can still work with this, actually. Yeah, that still works. That works out nicely. Alright, so we've got... First, alright, so here we're going to do our plain hot dog. Dishes finished on the right side. So once this thing finishes its hot dog, I'm going to actually work backwards from the finish here. We need something to pluck it out of the robotic arm here. And stick it on a conveyor belt. Boom, boom, boom. Now, as far as grilling the hot dogs go, what we need is, well, we just need a dispenser to create the raw hot dogs. You can't just dispense the finished hot dogs. That would be too easy. So, what I'm gonna do here... Yeah, we're going to have a dispenser here for the raw hot dogs and a dispenser here for the bacon. So each dispenser can only be tuned to one thing. Bread slice. Yeah, we don't need any bread slices in any of these. They're faking me out. So raw hot dog. Then that will go onto a conveyor belt here. Now here we get a robotic arm. We basically want anytime any raw meat shows up here, the robotic arm's just going to grab it, slap it on the grill. But we don't want a dumb arm just taking the stuff off the grill, because the dumb arms will just, if it sees something, it grabs something. It don't care. So we need actually a smart arm for two reasons. So we're going to have a smart arm plugging this into here. And we're going to say, if you happen to see, oh, I don't know, a cooked hot dog, then grab it and stick it in there. Beautiful. And then over here, we can do a smart arm that it says, if you see, oh, how about some crispy bacon strips? Then stick it up there. That way these things will not steal ingredients off the grill that they don't deserve, as it were. Now, I see a lot of fried things here. We may want to go back and invest in that convection fryer, because this is having us do a lot of fried food. And the regular fryer is kind of inefficient. But anyway, let's finish off the hot dog thing here first. So the other thing we need to dispense here is a hot dog bun. And here we can just have something pluck it straight out of the machine. Not bread slice, not burger bun, hot dog bun. There we go. And the minute that dumb arm sees anything stick out of there, it'll just grab it and stick it right in the thing. And there we got our plain hot dog done. All right, so now let's build towards our bacon fry, since we're already halfway there. So we'll dispense raw bacon strips here. And then here, yeah, we're going to tell you, make us a... Oh, you need to be an assembler, don't you? For bacon fries. You can't just put it together and be all easy like that. Fine. Frazzin. Yeah, sometimes these require a package. Yeah, see, they're packaging. So it's a packaging unit, not an assembler. Got it. I'm still learning this game, folks. That's okay. We can just go back to buy these things. Let me just save my blueprint here real quick. Because that's the nice thing. We can, we go back here. We can go back here. Assembly, yeah, packaging machine. We need one of those. I think that's why they gave us the advance, is they knew we would have to buy the packaging machine. But while I'm here, let's look at this convection fryer, because we got a whole crap ton of fried stuff. And yeah, maybe the convection fryer will help us bring it the rest of the way there. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. We don't really need anything else. Not with this earlier, easier stage. And we can always come back to buy more stuff. Alright, so let's go back in here. This is why I loaded our thing, so we can pick up right where we left off. Alright, but this time now we have new tools at our disposal. Alright, so what we need, what we ultimately need here is we need a packaging machine to package the bacon fries. So we're going to have you, yeah, we'll have you pointing up here, or we could have you pointing over here. Yeah, why not? It goes to the same place anyway. Alright, so you are just going to stick this on a regular conveyor. Yeah, you package. Bacon fries. Does fried chicken officially need to be packaged? It actually kind of looks like it does. Yeah, it does. It does need to be packaged. So, we're going to have a couple of things feeding into this thing. Might as well be efficient about it. Alright, so let's see about this. Alright, so fried chicken. It's got a few. Oh, that's the bread slices, but we just make them into breadcrumbs. Yeah, all three of these need to go through a processor. So, what we're gonna do, well, hang on, I'm getting distracted. Let's finish our bacon fries first. So we've got the bacon strips taken care of. Now we need to get a potato, cut it into wedges, fry it. And then the cheese just needs to be processed twice. So we got a lot of processing here to do. Alright, so what we're gonna do up here, let's get our dispenser with our cheese. And yeah, we're gonna pack this as tightly as we can get away with. All right, so watch this little thing here. So again, the different machines here. Basically, the food processor is a special kind of conveyor belt that chops stuff up. Now with the cheese, we need to process it twice. Now that could mean doing two different conveyors here, but look at this. More expensive and costs more power. Why not just send it through the same one twice? I think that's a little bit more efficient, don't you? Honestly, I don't know. So what we're gonna do here now? Hang on. A robot. How much juice does a smart arm take? 400. So we're saving. No, you know what? Although we could use this on a couple of different occasions, honestly. Because what's the other thing? Yeah, single pass through this. Actually, yeah, we can get a couple of different things on this. Maybe we need to put this over here. We can make this food processor work real hard for us, but we gotta plan it accordingly. Oops, not you, you. All right, so let's just figure this out real quick. We need to have a way to get the cheese back in here, or we need to pre-process the cheese once and then send it through this as the cheese. You know what? It might be smarter to just pre-process the cheese. That might be ever so slightly more efficient. So let's say your cheese. You're gonna get a special pre-process, and then we're gonna have sort of like a main line here, where all of our other goodies get deposited to go through a food processor here. Now let's see what else we need. So we need the potato in there, so we can get the potato on that. We can toss the potato right here because it'll go alongside where the cheese is. A potato, please. And then I think all of the other ingredients, like the egg, bread, and the egg and the bread can all go. We may need a. Although everything's going through the fryer, so even if this gets all salmonella-y, it's all getting cooked. Let me see if it's going to sting us on that. I'm going to see if we can get away with that. This may be a little bit much. This also might be asking a bit much from one food processor. Maybe I should separate the chicken just for physical efficiency's sake. Well, all right. You know what? Let's just be silly about it for the moment. So you are going to dispense an egg. You're going to dispense bread slice, because that just needs to get powdered up. Oh, you know what? Let's separate these dishes. I know what I need to do. So yeah, we're going to do all the chickeny things on their own thing. Because the bacon fries... Yeah, these bacon fries, the cheese can be done by itself without any further cooking. Yeah, the chicken's going to need to get packaged too. All right, so let's think about this. See, this is what I love, folks. This is like a hugely complex mess that will eventually, hopefully, come together. All right, so we've got a processor, and we can process basically anything that isn't raw chicken, and that doesn't need to be cooked. Oh, but those need to get assembled. All right, you know what? All right, I am outfoxing myself hard here. Let's just go with some redundant food processors here, just to see if we can see if they don't hurt us too much. I mean, we do have that watt-hour limitation here. I might not be able to hit these parameters. I did a practice game beforehand, but it was a bit easier than this particular set of demands. All right, so you're going to be our cheese. So that takes care of the powdered cheese, or grated cheese. There, we got the bacon strips. So let's handle the potato wedges. Yeah. Yeah, maybe hang on. Convection fryer takes 4,000. The Frymatic takes 3,000. And fries one ingredient very slowly. But we only need, one thing of those. So since these are all going to be separate anyway, it may actually behoove us to do the individual fryer. I think it just involves us using a smart thing if we're gonna save on some of these choppy chops. Because I don't want to get another processor from here, because we're already spamming a whole crap ton of these things. Like, what if... Alright, so this is the cheese, right? Yeah, that's the cheese. It dispenses itself once. Nah, alright, you know what? Let's see if we can get away with the redundant ones. If we get stung on that, we can always go back. So, you get a dumb arm. You get to be a smart arm who will be told to pick up fried eggs, fried chicken, fried potato wedges. Alright, so that's technically speaking the bacon fries completely taken care of. So now we just need to do something about this chicken. And I also realized we just blocked ourselves off. We can fix that. We gotta have an avenue for the chicken to get northwards here. And actually, we need to scooch all of this back a smidge-a-meter. Because the chicken needs to go through the packaging. We're going to have you drop you off to the right. Conveyor belt. Bingo. Yeah, because the fried chicken is going to be put right here, and then that'll go through the packaging. Okay, this place is a bit of a mess. Alright, so let's see, let's review here. So we need a bread slice, that needs to be processed once. We need an egg to be processed once, and we need the just the raw chicken itself to be processed. So you two go on here, and you get processed. And then you, man, I got some redundant parts here that need cleaning up. You are gonna be my chicken dispenser, and I'm gonna keep you separate in fear of salmonella. So raw chicken gets chopped up. Alright, so fried chicken, so boom, boom, boom. Those need to get combined into, well, a combiner. Actually, we could probably get away with this. This is going to seem a little crazy, but I bet you we can make it happen. We get a assembler here, because this is what puts them together. Why not? Yeah, that's better. And we just get one conveyor belt. Alright, and then here we just get two dumb arms. We do not care. This one, thankfully dumb arms can be told to go to a different direction. You, my friend, are going to be doing breaded chicken pieces and dispense on the right side. Alright, now with the breaded chicken pieces, oh, you know what? The fryer's right here. Maybe we should get the convection fryer. Although that's raw chicken, isn't it? We'll see what we can get away with. Alright, you know what? We have a chance to make this really efficient. And maybe poison a few people, but that's okay. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, yeah, those bacon strips need to be there. Alright, so this cheese, which needs to be double processed, can be down here. You go up here. Alright, I think I'm starting to see the light at the end of this tunnel here. We get ourselves that a potato dispenser, and we're going to send it that way. Because the potatoes only need to be processed once. So cheese gets processed twice, potatoes get processed once. Now, the one thing we need to do is make sure we pull the grated cheese off of here. Because we don't want the grated cheese going in the fryer. Because, ew. So, we're going to get a smart arm here. And we're going to tell you to grab, and this might, grated cheese, and pop it off, I believe, to your, oh no, actually, yeah, you probably take up less room if you did that to your right. So this thing, I'm going to slow it down a little bit, maybe to a 3, just so it has a chance to nab that cheese. Alright, so what's going to be left are the stuff that needs frying. So we've got conveyor belts here, and we can get that beautiful convection fryer. Oops. So that will fry everything that goes through it in a nice, efficient line. And then, yeah, we'll get a dumb arm. And a conveyor belt. And that'll dump it over here. Okay. Now, one last little bit of setup that we got to do just to prevent things from going completely insane. That's these order readers. So, without any other commands, these things will start pooping out ingredients left and right constantly and completely overwhelm our stuff. So what we need to do is we need to program them to only fire off when we want them to. So we're going to say, all right, we're going to hook you to the bacon fries. And so Mr. Potato Dispenser, only dispense a potato when somebody orders one and only do one. Mr. Bacon here, one of those, please. And then we're going to hook you up to the cheese. And then I guess the other thing, we can use this to sort of turn stuff off until we're ready. Well, we'll keep the food processor off, which is on while pending. Alright, so we got that. So now we need another one for our next meal here. So for the, let's do the plain hot dog. So, plain hot dog buns, spit out one of those. And then raw hot dog, spit out one of those. And then again, for power saving, I'm going to take a risk and hook it to the grill. No, because that's the thing. The bacon needs it too, so hooking it to the grill is dangerous. We'll, yeah, you know what, we'll hook it to these actually not the dumb arm. Well, we'll hook it to this smart arm and basically say only perform the action once. And then this assembler, you can be only on while the order's pending. These are little things that we can help save our power. Now, order reader for the chicken. This thing's going to be messy. I think this is going to be all ingredients. So, raw chicken, spit out one raw chicken. Spit out one egg. We'll see which one comes first. One bread slice. And I missing something? I don't think I am. Breaded raw chicken, yeah, three ingredients, and then it's just a matter of doing those. And again, I'd want to turn on or off the fryer without that. Wait, why didn't you save? Do nothing. Perform 1. Perform 1. Perform 1. We'll just turn this off. On while order is pending. Good. Oh yeah, we also need a dumb arm to take the stuff off of here. Have you pointing to the right. Okay. In theory, this will work. Now, all of the parts we've put down is going to cost us $74,750, but we are getting a 101 payment plus 17 if we can hit 70%. Let's see. So again, we gotta be wary of the. Oop, hang on. Someone just spat out an ingredient without being told to or not to. Is somebody not hooked up to an ingredient thing here? Oh, you. You are a rogue. What are you? You are a rogue potatoer. You can be done away with. And see, that's the nice thing is this is all hypothetical plans. So if you build something and it doesn't work, you can just delete it out, and it doesn't cost you. You know, you don't have to worry about, getting less money back when you sell it back. This is just a matter. This is essentially you designing a blueprint or a prototype. All right, so what we're doing is we're waiting for an order to come in. People will come in as normal over time, but we are unfortunately keeping the lights on. Alright, looks like somebody wants some goodies. Alright, so fried chicken with a side of bacon fries. So let's see if this works. Alright, so there goes the bacon. There goes the cheese. There goes the potato wedges. Can you grab that? Yes, you can. Good. Alright, so those get fried up and real good. There's the chicken. Let's see if we're actually getting these spat out. Alright, I see the bacon fries. I see more bacon fries. I see some fried chicken. Alright, I think we actually have hit a proof of concept here. And yeah, so here's the chain of salmonella. But that's going to have to make do because this fryolator kills the salmonella, so yeah, there shouldn't be any contamination here. And there's no contamination yet when we grab that cheese. Are we not hot dogging it? Hang on. I think we have a critical hot dog failure. All right, you're set up correct. Am I doing something wrong with your order reader? Those are the bacon fries. Those are the hot dogs. You know what? We're just gonna we'll do the smart arm while order is pending. That might have been our thing. Alright, let's speed you up a little bit until we get our first orders in. And as far as I can tell, they always come in at the same order, or at least it's like generated by the level what order. So it's not like, yeah, see, we got our fried chicken, bacon fries. All right, so let's just keep an eye on these things, at least until we get our first hot dog here, because we want to make sure the hot dog is set correctly. All right, there's our first plain hot dog. So we'll wait for the hot dog to dispense itself. There's the hot dog, goes on the grill. We just put in a hot dog bun. Once that hot dog is done cooking, grabs the hot dog, puts it in there. It'll spit out here, and I know for a fact this arm can reach. Oh, that's why. It's spitting it out on the wrong side. That's why. See? But luckily you get unlimited tries at this. You just keep refining and retrying until you get it right. Alright, so many different moving parts to this thing. Hopefully this assembler doesn't blow up on me. I hear things where if you use a machine part too often, it will break down on you. I mean, there's another machine that you use to fix things. All right. Oh yeah, those little colors are when people, basically how long people are willing to wait for these things. And if they're taking too long. It's okay if they turn yellow. You can even go orange and red. But if it goes too long, they'll just up and leave, and that counts as a failed order. That hurts your reputation. So yeah, I think we're okay as far as salmonella goes. And we could technically put all of these through here. So if we run into power issues, which we very well might. We're waiting for these craze dishes here. Yeah, like there's this brief point where the potatoes hit the salmonella, but then they get fried. So that takes care of that, in theory. Alright, let's keep this going. We're keeping up with demand nicely, I'd say. But we gotta hope those craze dishes come soon, or otherwise we're gonna run out of power. We are going to use too much power. And yep. Okay, so we can't be too gratuitous with our we can't spam these food processors. Actually, the other thing we need to do is let's get an order reader to control some of the higher end stuff. This is only going to be so whenever there are plain hot dog, fried chicken, or bacon fries, we're going to connect you to the grill, on while order is pending, and to the fryer, on only when order is pending. Is there anything else that we can... Oh yeah, let's, the assembly machine can be only on while order is pending. That's certainly something to consider. That's about it that I can think of from all that. So that should be okay. That should help with some of the power. All right, now that we know that as long as they all hit the fryolator at once, we can do all our choppy with the same ingredients here. So we're going to need to do a little rearranging. Although, if we need to start splitting stuff with smart arms, yeah, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take out one of these, and we're gonna take out one of these. We're gonna have you and you and you. You're all going to pass through here. And then you are just going to grab right off of there. Actually, it might even be faster if we stick you over here. Require fewer parts. Again, we got to be as efficient as possible. That is the name of this game. Well, not literally, but close enough. This is about as efficient as we can get, and we do need to have this one smart arm in play to pluck that cheese off. There's no other way to really separate. I mean, there is a separator part, but we don't have that yet. I think that's about everything we can do, so let's give it a shot. So, yeah, you can see the grill's off, that's off, and the assembler's off. So we're using barely any power now until the orders start coming in. Actually, before we commit to this, the order reader... Yeah, actually, we don't need the assembler. We need this thing, the food processor, only on while order is pending. Excuse me. And then this bacon fries one. No, this one's fine. All right, so I do have it hooked to the food processor. All right, so I think that's the correct thing to do here. So we're using very little energy. Just spits out a whole freaking chicken. Lol. The other option we have is there are things called power saver mode for some of these that allow it to just work a little bit slower. I mean, heck, we could, with the bacon and these, we could power saver those, but that's okay. Is that fried? All right, no, right, that made it out in time. Alright, hot dog and fries, chicken and fries. It's all good. Let's speed you up a smidge. So it's okay that they're getting to yellow. We're going as fast as we can. That thing's taking a little bit more. I might need to speed that up. But we need to get those rush people in before the people come in here, because that is a really strict electricity demand here. Like really, really strict. Because it looks like we're about to hit this before we even get into the craze. Yeah. I mean, we're freaking efficient, but this 1200 watt hours electrical energy or less is tough. I mean, I know that the plain hot dog craze is going to come. All right, folks. Well, you know what? Call me stumped. This is a tricky one. I probably need to do a full rework of this, but I figured I'd give you guys sort of a taste. Now, this is it's supposed to be an early on thing, an earlier level in the contracts mode, but this ended up being a little bit tighter. But the campaign is a lot more. The campaign's not random. It spaces it out, and the earlier levels of that are much easier. Perhaps I should have started with that, maybe in time. But I wanted to show you this thing at full bore. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. And if you have any suggestions about how I could fix this mess, let me know in the comments. Until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!